All right, I want to spend just a couple of minutes talking to you about a particular issue that you may encounter when you're bolting up. If you look, for example, at this particular bolt, you'll see down at the bottom, there's a little letter there that's an N. Now, the subject we're going to discuss is about threads in the shear plane. If the engineer of record has determined that it is all right for you to have threads in the shear plane, then he will make sure that the bolts that they send to you have that N on the bottom. If not, they will have an X on the bottom of them. And when I talk about threads in the shear plane, this is what I'm discussing. I'm going to hold this up to you. I want you to see. You see, the load is operating in two different directions, one way, one the other. Now, if it is okay for you to have threads in the shear plane, as you see in the top illustration, then that bolt will have an N on the top of the head. If it is not okay for you to have threads in the shear plane, and they want straight shank all the way through, then the head will have an X on the top of it. Now, this may seem like a bit of obscure information for you. However, it does matter. So if you receive bolts that have an N on them, then you understand that the engineer of record has approved for you to have threads in the shear plane. So he's going to allow you to use them in that way and under those circumstances. If it is not okay for you to have threads in the shear plane, then the head of the bolt should have an X on it. That's just a piece of information that you need to carry away with you and part of your education. So I hope that you'll bear that in mind as you go out and start bolting up.